subscribe to my channel before we get into this story. I was never the kind of man who went looking for chaos, but chaos always seemed to find its way to me. And that night, it arrived in the shape of a 6 feet 5 inches broad-built monster with hands like weapons and eyes burning like gasoline on flame. His name, I would eventually learn, was Ethan, and he wasn't just some random guy. He was a new boyfriend of my ex, Claire. We hadn't spoken for months, but fate or lousy timing put us in the same bar on the same night. I spotted them before they noticed me. Claire's laugh echoed across the room, that same laugh I once believed belonged to me alone. She leaned against him like she found her shield, her savior, her wall. Then her eyes met mine. Her smile dropped. She whispered something into his ear, and right then I knew she didn't tell him the full story about me. He stood up, towering over that table, and started walking toward me. The bar shifted into that strange quiet that happens when something heavy is about to unfold, and everyone gets pulled into the tension of it. I didn't move, didn't even set my drink down. "You," he said, voice low, but sharp enough to cut air. "You're the one she told me about. The mistake." Mistake. It didn't insult me, it challenged me. I held his stare calm. "Steady. You should walk away." I told him, my tone level, almost gentle. But men like Ethan can't hear kindness. His lips twisted into a cruel half-smirk, and he leaned in close enough for me to smell the whiskey on his breath. "I could snap your neck right here," he snarled. One twist. Done. Everyone in that bar waited for me to panic, to fold, to plead. Instead, I smiled. Slow, controlled, a smile that reminded him he had no idea what he stepped into. His eyes shifted for just a second, just enough. "Go ahead," I said quietly. "Try." Ethan froze. He was the type who never got challenged. Men like him are used to people stepping aside, letting him take up the space his size demanded. But I didn't move. He shoved me, hard, and I let the momentum roll through my body, but my feet stayed locked in place. "No neck snapping?" I asked, tilting my head gently. "Then you better hope you don't miss, because if you do..." I let that pause stretch long, thick with meaning. "You won't get another chance." The whole bar inhaled like one single breath. Claire tugged his arm, whispering fast, begging him under her breath. But his ego was too loud to listen. He jerked his arm away and stepped in closer. I lowered my voice, barely above a whisper, meant only for him. "I've faced men bigger than you, scarier than you, the kind who didn't talk first. They acted. And guess what? I'm still here." That finally hit him. I saw it in his eyes. He realized I wasn't some random ex. I was a man who survived storms far worse than him. "You don't know who you're dealing with," he muttered. But his tone was different now. "I know exactly who I'm dealing with," I replied. "A man who thinks size equals danger. But danger has nothing to do with size. It's about will. And mine doesn't bend." He stood there breathing hard, jaw locked tight. The whole bar was frozen, only the low hum of the jukebox filling the space between us. I took a slow sip of my drink. My smile never moved, and that silence hit him harder than any punch ever could, because he finally saw I wasn't afraid. Fear fuels predators. Take that away, and they become ordinary men. Claire grabbed his arm again, harder this time. "Ethan, stop," she whispered, panic cracking her voice. She knew he already lost, not through fists, through realization. Ethan stared at me one more time, jaw shifting like he was grinding rocks in his teeth. Then he stepped back. Just one step, but it was enough. He blinked first. I leaned in just barely, just enough for him to hear me clearly. "You picked the wrong man to threaten." His face turned red, humiliation burning hotter than rage. But he didn't say another word. He yanked Claire's wrist and stormed out. The door slammed hard behind them. Silence hung in the aftermath until the bartender finally exhaled. Someone at the back whispered, "Damn." The room slowly woke up again. Glasses clinked. Conversations restarted, but the electricity still lingered like smoke after something burns. I finished my drink calmly. Maybe once, years ago, a man like Ethan could have scared me. Not anymore. Life already tried to break me in ways no set of fists ever could. I've lost people I loved. I've fought battles no one ever saw. I've clawed myself back from darkness that would have eaten someone like Ethan alive. That's why I smiled. Not because I wanted to fight, but because I knew I didn't need one. And men like Ethan always walk away once they realize the fight they were hungry for isn't one they're capable of winning.